Hey, Alfonso, did you get anything good for Christmas?
Yeah, I got fat.
Tacos con todo.
Oh, are those tacos? You better believe they're tacos.
Let's get a taco. Who would have thought they'd have tacos here?
You realize that's probably a Camel ass taco.
Told my wife I wouldn't drink tonight.
Give me one of those famous giant beers I heard so much about.
Once it hits your lips, it's so good. Start the episode already. What are we doing?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Talks with Beer. I'm Alfie.
And I'm your boy, Philly Phil.
Bro, we're back.
I know, we said that last time, remember?
Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year, 2021. Starting off right.
Yeah,
Crazy
dude.
shit going on.
I know we're like a couple of days in, and it's already been a dumpster fire of a
It's
year.
like, 20 is like, can you do better? And 2021 is like, hold my beer. I got you.
I got you, bro.
I got it.
I got you. Man, that was crazy, right? You know, it's really difficult not to talk about it because it's like in the fucking news everywhere.
It's like in your face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
now.
It's like when a girl walks by and she's like wearing these like a skimpy outfit and her boobs are out and you're like, don't look at my boobs. Where you put them in my face. You know? That's how I feel like the news is right now.
Yeah, like if you're with your girl, you got to do the quick eye roll.
You gotta be like, I'm not looking.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. That's all that stuff that's going on. Everybody's so angry, upset, everything that's going on in the Capitol. And
I mean, you can see it on both sides. When Trump won, all the people, Democrats are pissed off and they were like, do the recount, blah, blah, blah. Now that Trump lost, it's the
other
Republicans
side
is saying the same thing.
Yeah,
So
it's just back and forth.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like it felt like a movie though.
I know, man.
Right? It just felt like that was something that you see on a movie. Like,
my deal is why did it take law enforcement so long to show up?
well, I've heard that, it's because, they were outnumbered or they weren't prepared for it or they didn't have enough people on, just working that day. So, but you got to think, bro, you got like, maybe like, if I had to guess, I would say maybe about anywhere from 100 to 150 officers there. But how many actual Republicans or Trump supporters did you see? There were like millions. So you can't expect like 150 officers to hold it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
But it's like, I don't know. They just kind of took an approach. It's like, there are some videos in there that you see like officers like fighting back, like, no, don't get in. And then you see the other officers will be like, oh, here, there you go. Which officer
Come
would you be?
on
Would you be the
in.
one fighting or would you be the one like, oh, go ahead?
I don't know, man. It depends on how angry everybody looks. You're like, shit, is this worth my job?
Is this worth me getting killed over? Like,
This was supposed to be my day off, damn it.
right? I
Why
told
am I
Karen to
here?
come in.
Yeah, dude. I know, man. It looked crazy. Like all the pictures that they took of themselves inside the Capitol. And
Yeah.
I was like, you are doing something criminal and you're going to take pictures of yourself.
And you're going to be out there for the world to see because, social media isn't really friendly to anybody now.
No, I know. And I feel kind of like the FBI is going to be looking for some of these people.
Oh,
now.
they already are. They already put like
You put a target on your back,
yeah,
buddy.
basically. And, a lot of people are like, it's Antifa.
I know, but it's just a bunch of conspiracy theories everywhere with all this stuff, where it's really difficult now for me at least to like figure out what's real and what's fake, right?
Yeah.
And then depending on who you talk to, facts are different depending on the person and depending on their political beliefs. I would say.
I mean, because even if you go back to one of our episodes where social media is like, it builds the algorithm for you pertaining you.
Right.
So that's
right.
what you're basically looking at.
Yeah.
So everything around you is
everything that you like.
everything you liked and stuff like that only pertains to you. So everything that you agree with, it's going to show you that. So,
Right.
and I
So it's
think
like we're all living in our personal bubbles.
exactly. So everything that you believe is right and everything that everybody else believes is wrong. So that's what's
Yeah.
going on. Right. This is exactly what you're seeing. out
Yeah,
there.
I always get like people asking me that, like my girl or like my friend will ask me like, what do you think about this? I'm like, dude, a lot of the times I really have to take a step back and look at the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like most people, what they do is they just look at one headline and then they run with it.
Exactly.
And I'm like, well, I want to know who wrote it. Where's this article coming from? And if there's similar articles and like, just try to kind of at least look around and be like, okay, well, I guess it was fucked up.
Yeah. Because I was talking to somebody and I was telling them, I was like, you know, I'm not gonna say Trump is all bad because there's some stuff that he does that he says makes sense, and then the media will twist his words around. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I actually watch his full speech. You know, I try to keep an open mind when I listen to people have politics, you know, especially with politics talk. I don't be like, oh, just automatically just think you're wrong. I keep an open mind. And like, there's some stuff that Trump does say in the past that makes sense. And it's like, yeah, okay, I agree with you. And then the media will sit there and twist his words around. But that last speech he made, like, I even posted it because I wanted to go back and listen to it again.
Yeah.
Like, bro, to me personally, this is my personal belief. It looked like a man that broke up with his ex and his ex done moved on and he just can't take no for an answer. So he's just gonna because he was name dropping, bro. When you start name dropping, that's you lost it, man. Because like, I get it, you're not a politician, but bro, don't be name dropping. You name dropped your vice president, like the boy that you were running with. You name dropped him too.
Dude, he left his ass real quick too,
Yeah,
man.
it's like,
He's
bro.
like, fuck this.
Did you see that one
The
Star
street's
Wars
on fire.
like,
heading
you know,
in one
episode 3 of
direction.
Star Wars, where Anakin and Obi-Wan are fighting,
Yeah.
and he's like, I did this for the Republic, and Anakin's like, well, if you're not with me, you're against me. That's Trump.
Yeah, dude, he's like,
That was like Mike Pence and Trump.
Mike Pence is like, you were like my brother.
Yeah, this is for
I
democracy.
hate you.
And he's like, you're not with me, you're against me. And that's basically the attitude that he had. That's how I feel. Like, you know, a lot of people are going to be like, no, it was stolen from us. Well, look, bro, this is politics. Nothing is fair.
I know.
Nothing is fair. And once you can accept that, then life will be a lot better.
I know. And then I honestly, okay, so this is my personal opinion. I feel like everything is going to be all right. I think the news, the media just like over dramatizes everything.
Of course.
So where like anywhere you look right now is just like, there's fucking this. This is what I was talking before we got in here. I was like, dude, I was going through the news feed on stuff, you know, stuff that I want to bring up. And it was like, everything was just like the Capitol, Trump, Capitol, Twitter, Facebook, Trump. And I was just like, God damn,
It's
man.
like they're
This is
putting
like,
it in your face.
yeah, it's like everything
you have
is
to
just,
talk about
I'm
it.
like, there's nothing else to talk about.
I mean,
well,
but-
right now is the hot button topic.
Yeah,
for
well,
everybody.
also think about nothing like this has ever been done in, you know, recently. You know, they're talking about stuff like people storming the Capitol and doing what they did was back in the, you know,
I think it was like 1812,
Yeah,
right? The
something like
War of
that.
1812.
yeah. So seeing it in our time, present time, it's kind of like historic.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of all these present time historic shit
Yeah,
happening
right.
to me in my lifetime.
Exactly, especially with
Yeah.
this damn coronavirus going on.
I know, dude. So that was fucking crazy, right? Like I got coronavirus. I remember after we did our episode
The latest episode where I came back from the hospital.
yeah. And
And all
then
that,
it
yeah.
was like, I come home, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, my roommate's home and I was like, what is going on with this guy? So I was like, he was kind of sick. So I was like, hey, bro, what happened? You finally gave in and stayed home? And he's like, tested positive corona.
What?
I was like, what? I was like, God damn it. So I called my boss. I was like, hey, dude, what's the protocol here? You know, what are we going to do? And then he was like, well, you're going to have to go get tested. And I went, I got tested and I tested positive. So I was like, fuck. I texted you and you were
and I
like,
was like,
God damn it. Are you serious?
yeah. But
I
then
was
I
like,
remember
2-week quarantine, bro.
But I remember, you know, you tested positive, and it was like I've already been away from you like for more than a week and a half.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just kind of like, my wife was all like, I was telling my wife about it, and she was like, "What? Are you serious?" Then I was like, "Wait, first of all, it's already been like a week and a half that I've been away from Alfonso.
If I
haven't been dealing with these symptoms right now, I think I'm cool." But we'll just see let's see how I'm feeling in the next
Right.
couple of days. And then if I start feeling like getting congested, because you were saying, what were you saying like your symptoms were?
I kind of felt like I had like really, really bad allergies.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me, you know? Kind of like, I guess, kind of like a sinus infection, but not really because it wasn't that severe. But it was just like my allergies flared up really bad. So then we couldn't do anything for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we were going to do something, come back for like some Christmas episode and, you know, some other stuff. And then you go and deal with your shit too.
Yeah. And then, you know, my job just got crazy stupid. And then they're, you know, with my wife, you know, they had, you know, their issues with their job where, you know, an outbreak broke over there. So it was kind of like, you know, I'm having to wait for her to get tested and see how that comes. And I don't want to put y'all back in this. And So yeah, it's just this whole coronavirus just kind of.
It got everybody, man.
Yeah, it did. I just felt like it attacked everybody that we knew closely. Like it just like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's y'all family's turn to do it. So
You guys have been saying it was fake, even
Yeah,
though we
right.
were joking about it.
I know. I joke a lot about it, guys, saying it's fake news, but you know, you understand this show, we just bullshit a lot.
Yeah, exactly. It's
So
bullshit.
Don't
It's
say
like
a lot
we're
of stuff
like,
that we say personal.
yeah,
And if you do, then
that's on you,
that's
homie.
on
I'm
you.
sorry.
I need to put a disclaimer.
Right? It's like, don't take what I say as like actual factual shit. Because a lot of the times we fuck shit up anyways. People come back and like, hey, you guys are fucking dumb
Right.
saying this. It's like, okay, I'm sorry.
Right? When we would say something, they're like, that's not how it goes. That's not what it means. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, it's my opinion. So
So how was your Christmas?
that's what matters. Dude, it was just weird, bro. Like this year just didn't feel like very
It was
Christmassy.
2020. Like
Yeah, I know.
everything we're used to, 2020 decided to say, scrap that. We're doing shit different this year.
Yeah, and you know, it was like I had just gone off the quarantine, so I couldn't really be around my family. So I pretty much just spent it alone, to be honest.
That's how we were with me, my kids, and my wife. We just kind of like, you know, usually it's around with family and stuff. So my parents, you know, they were also dealing with the scare, and you know, so they were just having to stay away. So it was just me, my wife, and my kids, like a regular night, just on Christmas. We watched like 2 Christmas movies. It's crazy. My kid's Christmas movie was Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's not crazy. I love that movie.
Yeah, but it's like I figured you watched that on Halloween, but like no, we want to
No,
watch it on Christmas.
people watch out on Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas movie. Yeah.
What would you say your favorite Christmas movie of all time was?
Ooh, that's probably gonna have to be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Really?
Yeah, man, I love that. So good.
Makes my fucking movie feel weak.
Why? What
I
is
like
it?
Home Alone.
Home Alone? Well, I mean, that's another classic.
Yeah,
Home
but
Alone's
the
good.
National Lampoon, that's more for an adult. You know,
Nah, I mean, it's still
Home
good.
Alone's more for kids, and you know, because think about
Hey,
it.
Russ.
Yeah. So I
Um,
mean, you make my Christmas story like, and I gotta feel okay. What if I say Full Metal Jacket?
Because I did watch that movie on Christmas. I ended up watching that Christmas Vacation, and then I watched what was the other one? Elf.
Elf. Yeah, my wife loves Elf. She
Yeah.
can recite that whole movie.
Santa.
Yeah.
I know him.
My favorite one is when he's like, bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. That's my favorite part.
You know, it's funny that you that we're talking about this because I watched I think it was like a documentary on Netflix about that movie on Elf, which I had no idea that John Favreau directed that movie.
I know. You know what? He directed a lot of movies that I was just like, what?
What was the movie that you thought you were like tripped out on?
When he directed most of all the Avengers,
Yeah, he's like
that tripped me out. I was like, bro, I did not
he does
know.
the Mandalorian.
Yeah, that too. I
Yeah.
mean, but that tripped me out the fact that he did Iron Man, all the Iron Man movies.
Right.
He did, you know, had his hand inside the Marvel cinema, you know, the whole Marvel, you know, universe. And I was like, bro, like when I see that guy, all I see is an actor, but to know that he's behind like a mastermind behind everything, it was probably cool.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what? John did this? I did not know that.
There was
It's
another movie that he
it's a
did that kind of
super
just blew me
classic.
away, and I was just like,
I wonder which one.
I can't think of it off the top
That
of
wasn't
my head.
Chef, was it?
No. It was a
Chef-
movie. It was a movie that I never thought that he did until I looked at his background of everything he did, and I was like, you know, now that you kind of
Because I know he directed the first Iron Man.
yeah, but now that you see his movies, you do feel that same kind of sense to him,
Yeah,
like his
yeah.
same sense to his movies.
He's done a lot of good work, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I was really surprised that he did Elf. I was like, what? What
yeah,
the?
maybe that's why I like it
yeah.
so much.
Yeah, it's a good movie, man. It's funny. It's really stupid, but it's funny. They had a lot of good shit in it.
During our Christmas time, I was kind of like waiting to like maybe I could wait till like midnight until we could start opening presents. You know, like open presents like everybody else does. But to me, I was like,
Not on Christmas morning.
not on Christmas morning. We do it on Christmas Eve, but you know,
Yeah, right.
us Mexicans,
Yeah.
we waited till like 8:00. You know, because my dad, my you know, like I said, my parents, they weren't with us, so they FaceTimed us. And they were like, I want to see the kids open up the presents. So I was
Yeah.
like, all right. So, you know, I let my kids open up the presents from my parents. And after that, they were like done. I hung up and they were just kind of like, oh, everybody was just like, what do we want to do next? They were like, well, I'm going to go to my room. And my wife's like, Why don't we just open up all the presents? I mean, we already started. Like, what are we really? What are we waiting for? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? That's true. Cause
Fuck it.
yeah,
We're
cause
doing this.
I'm not gonna probably wait. I'll probably be out by midnight. I'll probably be asleep anyway. So I was like, come on, let's just hurry up and let's open up all these presents. So that's what we
Christmas
did.
Eve.
Yeah.
done it. Yeah. Did you get anything good?
I got some bling. My wife got me a necklace.
Nice.
You know, I like that. And
for that TikTok.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You ain't got it, bruh. You ain't got it. I've been seeing okay, so this is like this little video I watched that I freaking love. I think I found it on Reddit, and it's this little kid making fun of everybody on TikTok with their bling, and like he's wearing like aluminum stuff. I sent it to you. Do you remember that?
If it's back in the day,
not aluminum. He's wearing a foil as like
foil?
his he wrapped it as like his bling on his teeth, and he's like, "You ain't got it, bruh. You ain't got it. You ain't got it." And I was laughing so hard. I was like, "Man, he's making fun of all these people, dude." The Christmas break, it was. I mean, like even on Christmas Day, they had that fucking bomb in that suicide.
Yeah, I know
that suicide. I mean, that guy who committed suicide was just so weird.
What was the song that he was playing?
Oh God, man, you put me on the spot because I just heard about that this morning. The song that he was playing, and then he had like some lady do a countdown that he was like playing, and apparently this guy was like all against like 5G, so he was all into like reptilians, and he's kind of like a weird guy.
Is he weird though? Or are we weird?
Oh, come on, dude. The crazy thing too is like a year prior to this, she called his girlfriend. He had a girlfriend, not anymore because he's dead, but wow. He had a girlfriend.
Past tense.
And she called the cops on his ass saying like, "Hey, this motherfucker's making bombs back there in the fucking RV." So the cops showed up and they were banging on the door trying to get him like, "Hey, come out." And he was like, "No, fuck off, leave," since they didn't have a warrant or nothing, or enough probable cause to come in.
Yeah.
So he was left alone for a whole year to build his bomb, and that's what he ended up doing. And then on Christmas Day morning, right, that's when it blew up.
Yeah.
And he cleared out. He essentially blew up a whole block. It's like that. He definitely raised the bar on suicide. You know what I'm saying? Because
you're gonna go out. You gotta go out.
This
like that.
motherfucker. He was trying to get people to leave. So he wasn't trying to kill anybody else. He was just trying to take out that tower. Because he did take out that tower, and it took like hours for them. Like you couldn't get any service there for a couple hours. They had to come and fix some shit. Which is really fucking insane, right?
Imagine that.
I was like waking up.
You're waking up and you're like trying to enjoy your Christmas. And they're like, "Hey, you gotta come fix it." Fucking shit.
We got an emergency, dude. It's like
see, I can't get off of work for shit. That dumb motherfuckers want to be doing dumb shit. I know that. I know the workers are pissed.
So and then something else has been popping up that I keep sending you is this freaking dude that will not go away is the Jetpack guy. So they finally caught him on video.
But it's not him.
But so what they're saying is that this guy obviously has like some kind of tech that nobody else has because of the altitudes that he's hitting and the speeds, and obviously this dude's like high enough to be up with jet planes where he could get sucked in and blow some shit up. So this is what we were saying, like the FBI like launched a full investigation trying to find this guy. So this other lady was doing like some kind of training flights, I believe, with somebody else, and then she captured the dude like flying around. So
but did you see that it doesn't look like an actual human? It looks like a mannequin. Like the guy is testing it and he's putting it on a mannequin.
Really? That's new. I didn't know that.
So if you look at the video, he has a jetpack and his arms are stiff and his legs are stiff, and it's like you don't see any joint movements. So it kind of makes it think that it's on a mannequin. Or they're saying that it's probably like a very like a high tense drone that they attached to this mannequin to make it seem like it's a jetpack, because nobody could really get a full close up. So they're like, you see a mannequin like flying off of a drone, because I've seen some drones where they could pick up a heavy camera, and think of it, mannequins are not really that heavy, so you just tie it up, lift it up, and take off, and it looks like a guy on a jetpack.
Yeah, that's true.
Because nobody's been able to be close enough to actually see what this looks like.
Right, yeah, because a lot of the flights were done at night as well, so it was really hard to tell. But this lady has footage of him during the day, and I got to tell you, it doesn't look like a mannequin. So it could be different people doing it.
No, that or they could have been doing a test run and then decided, okay, we're going to use a mannequin.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Is like the tech behind it. You know, nobody else has got.
I'm just saying,
nobody else has got it.
I'm
like, man, what is going on with this dude?
I'm
Hopefully, some other shit comes up this year. They figure out exactly who this guy is, because I really want to see.
I want to see who this guy is, and I want to get in contact with him. Be like, be on the show because we've been talking about you since day one of this podcast.
I want to know why you did it. Hey guys, we're taking a break to talk to you about Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Me and Phil did it. You can too. And the best part, it's free. Anchor hosts our podcast. And I don't know if you noticed, but we didn't start sounding great until we switched to Anchor. They have creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast. And honestly, the best part is Anchor will distribute your podcast on everything: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And you can make money, guys. Trust me, Anchor is everything you need. Anchor. So, man, what have you been up to this last couple of weeks?
I've been actually watching a lot of Netflix.
Yeah, me too, man. I've gone into a lot of
Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, all the, your great streaming services.
Amazon Prime Video, because that's another really good one too.
Yeah. I think what really the best one for me right now that really kind of stood out to me was The Mandalorian.
Oh my God, dude. I know we had like a whole section on that, but man, season 2, the ending, I'm sure everybody was just like,
yeah, I was too. Like okay, so I got my mother-in-law into it. My mother-in-law, I got her into Mandalorian. And every time, every Friday she'll text me or call me. It's like, did you watch The Mandalorian? And there was times where I was like, one thing about Mandalorian is it's they drop it once every Friday. So it's not like something you could binge watch unless it's like the last episode, then you could binge watch everything.
Right.
So she would call me every Friday, like, hey, did you watch The Mandalorian? And I was just like, yeah, I watched it. And they were like, we'll talk about it. It's so good. And then there was like 3 weeks where I went and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to watch it. But I always see like people putting fucking spoilers out there. So it's like hard for me to duck and dodge them. So I'm just like, so I remember being like 2 episodes behind, and I saw a picture of Boba Fett, and if you haven't watched it, sorry for the spoilers. You should have been watching it by now. So I saw a picture of him, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back and watch it. Fuck it. And then I watch it, and then that's when Boba Fett comes in, and the original Boba Fett, and I'm just like, it's so great. That's why I cannot just stop watching it. Like, I have to watch it every Friday that it drops.
Dude, I did it. I waited for that thing to be done because, I think it was like the week before we did our last episode. I was in California.
Yeah.
I went to go visit family, and I was talking to my brother-in-law. Shout out to Israel. That dude is like super nerd like me into this kind of stuff. Just in general, a bunch of stuff, because we got into like some comics, talk about graphic novels and stuff like that. He sent me some stuff to read, and I was like, oh, thanks, man. And he was talking to me about The Mandalorian, and he was like, yeah, dude. He's like, me and your sister, we're every Friday. He's like, we'll watch the episode once it drops like 2 or 3 times. And I'm like, man, you're dedicated.
Gotta be,
He's
man.
like, dude, because they're so good.
It is. And Disney Plus, people watch that 3 or 4 times more than they watch anything else on Disney Plus. Like, basically, The Mandalorian, what's his name? Pedro Picasso or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't really remember the name of the actor.
I remember they were saying that he had to go into surgery because of his back for carrying Disney Plus on his back the entire time. Even the Star Wars, franchise, he's been having to carry it on his back because those other 3 Star Wars that they released was terrible.
Yeah,
this Mandalorian is like so much better than their new Star Wars they released.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal.
Pascal. He was really good. If people haven't watched, but that Netflix series about the drugs and everything.
Cartel?
No, not Cartel.
No. Ooh. Narcos.
Narcos. Yes. When he did the very first Narcos season, when it was all about Pablo Escobar. He was one of the DEAs.
Hold on. Oh, he's a DA.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say he doesn't play actually Pablo
He
Escobar.
plays one of the main DEAs, and man, he's so good.
Oh, he's really good.
Great actor.
You know, that is one of the series that I have tried to watch, but
Really?
being as someone who speaks Spanish,
Yeah.
and I have to watch this actor who plays Pablo Escobar, who clearly does not speak Spanish, but he's delivering all the lines in Spanish.
I didn't know that.
It bothers the crap out of me because he has like a super accent that comes through, and I'm just like, it feels fake, and I can't get into it, you know, because this is like, I
Well,
don't
watch
know.
Mexico.
Oh, that's another one, right?
Narcos Mexico.
Yeah.
They-
So it's not the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing, but it follows this debate. The same.
I mean, I was saying it's not like part 2 of part 1, right?
No,
so it's
well,
like a completely different storyline.
The way it kind of like follows a timeline. So it's kind of like the Mandalorian, Star Wars. Like it's all the same thing, but it's a timeline that hits. You know, you have the Pablo Escobar, and then you have like season 2 was all about the Cali cartel because you know they were in bed together at one point. Then they were rivals at one point.
Yeah.
And then then it gets down from the Cali cartel. Then it goes into the Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like when Mexico started having their rise, and then at the end of that, it kind of breaks off into all the little cartels that we see today. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a whole timeline of like how all the cartels became.
I think I'll eventually get around to it. Right now, I'm just
there's so
for
much
some
stuff.
reason I've gotten really into like the murder mystery stuff. So it's like, and a lot of it is all like overseas stuff from like the UK, Switzerland, you know, and other countries like that. It's just like really good, good stuff.
I have a buddy of mine. I don't know what show. It's a Turkish show, and it's on. I think it's on Netflix. But man, it's like he was telling me like one season has like 150 some episodes.
Wait, this is not like a anime?
It's a Turkish,
and it's on Netflix.
I think it's on Netflix.
Oh,
I'm not
man.
sure, but I have to ask him.
That's
But
like a novella, dude.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
soap opera
It's
right
like,
there.
and they're like an hour long.
Oof.
So like
man.
157 hour, 100 something episodes, an hour long. Like, bro, that's like.
That's a lot, dude.
If
You
you
have
want
to
to get through the
dedicate
year,
yourself.
just watch that.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have nothing to watch, just definitely watch that then.
Yeah,
if
but
it's
it's
got
all in
150 episodes.
It's like Turkish.
Yeah. Okay, so how do you feel about subtitles? So like, can you watch a show?
Well, I mean, I watch all Narcos in subtitles.
Oh, because it's all in Spanish?
Yeah, well, all of it's in Spanish, and then
So they don't have it dubbed to where you can watch it in English?
no, I mean, but it's like
It's not the same.
It's not the same,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
And then I have my, I think it was my parents and my cousin were like, well, if you speak Spanish, you don't have to read the subtitles because you can hear, you understand what they're saying. I was
They're
like,
just
well,
talking
I don't
shit.
have that. I have that problem. Okay.
You're looking at your dad. Thanks,
Right.
Dad.
Thanks, parents,
Thanks
for not teaching me that.
for using it as a coded language.
Yeah.
Talk shit behind your back.
Exactly.
That's the pendejo.
Yeah. But then Cobra Kai just dropped too.
Oh yeah,
You know?
I know, man. Everybody's been talking about that show. Was season 3 good? Did it live up to the hype?
It did live up to the hype. I mean, it was kind of cheesy, man, but that's what you expect. It's a Karate Kid movie.
Yeah.
You know? But
Like
as far as
extended it to 10 episodes. Was
Yeah.
it 10 episodes?
yeah, but they're still 30 minutes long.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can kind of get through it. You can kind of get through it for like
You can
a day.
binge that.
I think we counted down. I think it takes you about anywhere from 4 to 5 hours if you wanted to binge watch it.
Shit, so by the time we're done here, I might have enough time to watch all
And
of
I'm
season
telling you,
3.
bro. When I got into Cobra Kai, I watched season 1 and season 2 less than 24 hours,
Psh, man, dude.
and I was already.
I know because we talked about this, right? But I never actually went to go watch it because I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch it.
Yeah, my wife started to actually binge watch. She binge watched season 1, season 2 because season 3 is about to come out, and she watched it right the week of Friday, which was when it dropped. And
Was that New Year's?
Yeah,
It was on New Year's
it
when
was
it came out?
yeah,
Because New Year's was Friday.
yeah. So so that week before she watched it because she was at home because of the whole coronavirus thing. So she binge watched season 1 and 2 because she was like, I want to watch season 3. So. And I've been waiting for season 3 for a while now, and then I finished it in like in a day. And I was like, okay, what do I do with my life now?
Yeah, and then you're like, God damn it, now I gotta
I'm
wait
still
a
waiting
whole
for
year.
Stranger Things to drop off.
I know, man. It's because of all the COVID stuff, man. All the scheduling and everything. It's changed a lot. I mean, so we went back into lockdown for a lot of counties and
Yeah.
a lot of states kind of went back. So, you know, like New Year's, I didn't do jack shit. I just stayed home, watched TV, was waited on my girl to get home.
all the fake fireworks that everybody was posting.
Nah, I didn't.
So they were doing this show on New Year's Eve, right? And being in the TV, industry, and you know how that works.
Yeah.
And they were showing on New Year's Eve like the Brooklyn Bridge, and they were showing all these fireworks popping up, and then you're like, bro, damn well they weren't out there doing that. And somebody posted like a video of them like we're looking at it, and they were saying live. And they're showing all these fireworks, and he peeks outside his window, and he sees the Brooklyn Bridge. There ain't a damn firework in sight.
Yeah, it's all scripted, man.
Yeah,
or it's all like
course.
it's all got to be done beforehand so that
Yeah.
they can edit and make sure it looks good for Showtime.
I think Jennifer J-Lo performed it. She did a performance for New Year's Eve. Did
Okay,
you
but
visit?
what channel was it though? Because
I
it
wonder.
depends on the channel that you're watching.
Yeah.
I was watching channel 8.
Okay, so I think it was on channel 4, channel 11. She was doing a performance, and her ass just fucking tried to do a like fancy slide.
Yeah.
And her ass slid into the cameraman.
Took them out like a what?
Yeah,
Like a
you can kinda
receiver
see where,
running
like,
into the camera?
Yeah, it looked like she was sliding into third base or something. Like they were just throwing the ball. It was for the World Series, and she had to make that run. So she made that run and slid. And we're just like, oh.
Yeah, dude. And then looking at all the videos of people posted in New York, it looks so freaking sad.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is like the first time, I don't ever remember ever for any holiday not being with my family. This is like the first time.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's why it didn't feel real to me. Even though I got like a lot of good shit for Christmas,
What'd you get?
I got a really good camera that I
Oh.
could.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of money for shoes. I got a lot of shoes. You know
Really?
me.
What
I'm
kind
a
of what kind of-
Vans. I got a lot of
you got
Vans.
yeah.
Vans and DC shoes that I got for
See,
myself.
I'm a Nike, Adidas, and Jordan person.
Yeah. Yeah, Nike's kind of stepped into like the skate shoe world.
Mhm.
So some shoes, I'll look at them and I'm like, ooh, I kind of like this
I can
Nike.
see you wearing the Dunks.
I kind of like, what are those?
Okay, well they're basically
Hold on. Is that a skating shoe or is that a basketball shoe? Or is that just like a style that they made for cheap?
I mean, really,
and-
to be honest, it started off with the Jordans, retro ones. So I
Mhm.
guess you can classify them as a. I mean, they're called Dunks, so
yeah.
they're basketball shoes.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
But-
okay. Right.
but like
Dunks.
even then, you would think. So let me ask you a question: between Vans and a basketball shoe, like Vans are skater shoes,
Yeah.
they have a certain type of grip on the bottom.
Right. Exactly.
So does that not have to meet the same requirements as a basketball shoe because they have to have a certain type of grip on them?
I would have to say that I don't know because I've never actually put that shoe to
On a
the test on a skateboard, which is what I was doing this past weekend. Like
you were
that I hadn't-
skateboarding?
yeah, which I hadn't done. We went to the park
Uh-huh.
and man, dude, like that beat me down, bro. I was like, oh my God, I haven't done this in forever, man.
Yeah.
It's just
So
like riding around.
you remember that skateboard that you bought my son,
Mm-hmm.
King?
Yeah.
You bought him a little skateboard.
Yeah.
I busted my ass. Just want to let that be known. That is the most dangerous thing you could ever buy a kid. I'd rather you buy him a gun than buy him a fucking skateboard. Because I got on there, I was like, I ain't skateboard since I was little, right? Like, I would get on the skateboard.
Hey,
like,
I got him pads and a helmet. All right.
Okay, first of all, they're all small. They don't fit me. But then again, I was like, let me test it out because I have all hardwood floor in my house. So
Yeah.
he was on it. He liked to sit on it and then he rides. Like he
Yeah,
sits
yeah.
on it and rides. So I was like, no, it's like this. So I get on it. My ass just, I guess I was just trying to find gravity or something. My ass, choom.
Yeah.
And I was like hurting. I was gonna go to the gym that day, and then my wife's like, "You're stupid," And I was like, "I'm hurting." They're like, "Your dumb ass should never got on that board." I was like, "I'm trying to show King how to do
Bro.
it." She's like, how you trying to show him to do it when you don't even know how to do it yourself, you dummy?"
Yeah. Anyways, so it was just like the board that he got was really cool.
It was cool. It is cool. I mean,
It's a cool board.
Yeah,
I'm always trying to get everybody into skating because it's such a niche thing,
I would if I were to go skating, I would become a skater only if it was snowboarding, because it kind of falls in that same category.
Yeah, yeah.
Because one, I'm zip tied to the board, so it's not flying off of me. And I can define.
Bro, like when we were when I was at the skate park, there's like this like 50-year-old dude like ripping, bro. He's in the
Really?
bowl just like, and I was just like,
I want to be like that guy.
I was like, damn, man, if I would just kept with it, I could have been that guy. But it was like, since I haven't done it in so long, but because I'll wear a lot of DC shoes or like Vans. Well, really, it's mainly when I'm wearing DC shoes that people ask me like, do you skate? And I'm like, I haven't done it in a long time.
You just like the feeling of it.
Yeah, but it's just like
style.
something that I grew up wearing. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like your style. It kind of stays with you,
Yeah.
you know? So, but yeah, so it's like I've been getting back into it just because I've been teaching somebody to do a bunch of stuff, you know? So it's like we've been going to the park a lot. I've been going to the park a lot, and it's like I'm having to pick it up again. But I got it back pretty quickly. I was riding around. I got like
like an
my
elephant never
ollies
forgets.
back. Yeah, I got my ollies back. Got a couple flip tricks back. So
The only
I'm just,
thing I
like,
would say I was with
riding
skating
around and
was with the little
the
little
finger-
fingers,
the
finger
tech
skates.
decks.
Yeah, the tech techs. They were really huge back then. When I was like in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Like, I remember everybody had one. Like skating was. That's when all the punk. That's when like Limp Bizkit was out, and that type of genre of music was out. Like the alternative rock. Everybody wanted to be skaters.
So this is the reason why I wanted to bring up the whole, because it's like what I got for Christmas was like getting the board and getting back out there and doing that. But what also has allowed me to do, this time where it's like nobody's doing anything, is like I've really taken out my camera and like I've been like shooting a ton with it, so it's like, especially like, fast moving objects and stuff. And then it's like just like doing the auto shoot and just getting a ton of shots and like picking out the best stuff. That's been a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, so
just
you
going
brought
out
on
there and seeing, because bro, like the kids today, since they have like 24 access to these parks, like they are so freaking good, man. So good. Like I was a little blown away. I was like, man, you guys are so good. Was I intimidated?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm over here just riding the board, riding around. Everybody's like
Get the
doing
fuck
tricks.
off our spot. Rookie.
No, man.
No.
It was like everybody was like super, super nice, man. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, what is fucking Gen Z? A bunch of pussies. No, I was just kidding.
I mean, but that's what like 2020 has taught us, man. It's like you have to bring on a new hobby. If you didn't learn a new hobby or learn something new in 2020,
Yeah.
then
You have to find a way to keep yourself
Exactly.
entertained, occupied, and then try to find ways to get out of the house. Because
You ain't
it's like,
lying.
I feel like we've been in here inside doors for a full fucking year, man. So it's like being able to go outside, shoot, and, skate. It's been fun, man.
I think when all the quarantine stuff happened, for me, like my biggest fear was like I get bored really easily and I have to keep myself occupied. So that's when I started learning how to do all types of shit. Like, I just got a house, so I just rebuild it. I never knew that I could build shit. So like I said, like 2020 taught me how to, find new hobbies and learn new traits and
YouTube, bro.
Yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Right? Because YouTube is like one of the best tools out there for anybody.
Exactly.
Like, right. So when I had ordered the board, it didn't come assembled. And I was like, damn, I haven't done this in a long time, right? I haven't assembled it. So I was like, let me just YouTube it. And so I just YouTubed. Some dude was like putting together a board, and I was like, oh yeah, here we go. This was the first step. I forgot. And
I remember
kind of like a little refresher course.
Yeah, my dad was I think something was wrong with his washer or dryer or something. And he was trying to fix it, or it was a vehicle. I don't know what it was. It was something. My dad was trying to fix it. And I said, have you YouTubed it? And my dad's old school. So he's like, how you do that? I was like, it's easy. You get on YouTube. It's like,
Yeah.
where's that at? I was like, on your phone. So he finally pulls it up and he's like, so what do I look for? I said, well, what's the issue that you're having?
Yeah.
Always put how to and then whatever you're fixing.
Right.
So he did it, and I think he figured it out, and he's all like, wow, I didn't know that. So like, see, Dad? Welcome to 2020, Welcome to the 21st
Yeah,
century.
dude. Welcome to the quarantine that we've all been in and having to figure shit out on our own.
That's
Well,
what-
not really though, because YouTube pretty much tells you how to do everything, especially when even with like cameras, because the camera that I got is so it feels really complicated, and it's like all these different settings. And I was just like, let me just watch a bunch of tutorials so I can figure this shit out, because it's like, what would be the best settings for nighttime, or daytime?
You just gotta play with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit,
So-
I was YouTubing how to fish.
Did you go-
When I was really into fishing when I could fish, because I had a lot of free time. So I was like, in the certain type of waters, and what was the best lure to use and where to.
So what got you into fishing? Was it the quarantine?
That, and I just I remember being fishing when I was younger. Like when I was
okay.
younger with my dad, and he would take me fishing. It just kind of like I missed that feeling. Like I don't know. For me,
Getting
I
up
feel
at
like
4 in
fishing
the
was-
morning?
Yeah, fishing. No, you don't have to get out at 4 in the morning.
Well, that's how we did it, because we would go pier fishing.
Yeah.
Right now you brought it up. I did it a lot as a kid, but we go to Long Beach or Venice and do the pier fishing, and bro, you'd get all kinds of stuff.
For me, I just felt I don't know. I just felt more at peace because I was by myself, just quiet. Like I didn't have my phone attached to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you can actually be calm, and like that's what your soul needs sometimes. You need to be calm and just be patient. And that's what fishing teaches you.
Yes. And then, now that you're saying the phone thing, it's like, because at the end of the week, it always shows you the average screen time. Like when you've been home doing nothing, it's like, it would tell me like 7 hours. And I'm like, man, that's how much time I've just been staring at this fucking thing.
And there's times where like I waited like hours for a fish. And then once I got that fish and it was like, a nice sized fish, it's like, wow, like I waited this long to get this. And it was like a good feeling.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. That's just for me though.
Yes. I mean, going forward this year, I'm going to stick with with the skating and just do it with this person that I'm trying to teach him how to do and
take your camera out there.
Relearn with him. Yeah.
Do
that's exactly what I'm doing. Yep. Exactly.
So
try that.
If you haven't learned anything in 2020, now you're in 2021, figure something
Welcome
out.
to the new dumpster fire.
Yeah.
5 days in. Hey guys, we're taking a break to talk to you about Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Me and Phil did it. You can too. And the best part, it's free. Anchor hosts our podcast. And I don't know if you noticed, but we didn't start sounding great until we switched to Anchor. They have creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast. And honestly, the best part is Anchor will distribute your podcast on everything: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And you can make money, guys. Trust me, Anchor is everything you need. Anchor. Anchor. Anchor.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
The fuck is that?
We are back with the what the fuck moments with Alfonso. Now, these stories may sound fucking crazy, but no, they're real.
Yeah.
And what do you got for us today, Alfonso?
All right, man. So a Canberra nudist who smeared fake semen on a neighbor's garage avoids jail time. God damn, who smears fake semen, dude?
The semen demon.
A Canberra magistrate has told a 64-year-old man he's disgusting for exposing himself to his neighbors and using a concoction of fake bodily fluids to retaliate when a protection order was taken out on him.
So he flashed his weenie?
Yeah, he was this dude's obviously a nudist, so he's been out there, and this lady complained about it. It's like, bro, what are you doing? It's like, I have family here and you're walking outside butt ass naked.
No shit. Have you ever been to a nudist colony?
No, I have not.
Okay, I have. I have. When I used to work for DirecTV, I had to go to a nudist colony to go fix the satellite. And let me tell you, it is what you think it is. Especially you have young people that you're just kind of like, And then you got them old people, you're just like, ugh.
Yeah. You're like, put that shit away,
Like,
homie.
whoa, I'm at work. Obviously, you're at home. I get it, but you got to put that away. It's like one of those, you got to keep your eyes up. Keep your eyes up. Don't look down. Look down, you gay. So my whole life was challenged at that moment.
Yeah, dude. So this guy, James Richardson, was sentenced in the Act Magistrate Court on Tuesday after pleading guilty to 2 charges of indecent exposure and one of breaching the protection order. Richardson is accused of appearing nude in a place that could be seen clearly from the street and on 2 separate occasions. So this dude, he's kind of wild, man. He's out there, and this isn't a nudist colony, so this guy is just like out there flashing his shit. Okay, how mad would you be if your kids are home and then some random dude, your neighbor, starts popping outside naked?
I'd be like,
What the fuck is that?
Because that's his way of life.
yeah, no. Obviously, well, okay. No, I'm not going to put it out there like that. There's some things I just need to be quiet about, and I'm just going to be quiet about that one.
Okay, so after his neighbor...
Okay, I'll tell you.
Okay,
Since
tell
you
me.
asked.
Tell me.
So, okay, I'm not going to lie. Like, okay, I'm in my house, and sometimes, I run around butt naked. You know,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay.
And yeah, my wife is there, but if I'm coming out the shower, whatnot,
Yeah.
well,
It's your house.
It's my house. Do what I want. Okay,
Right.
don't judge me.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's times where I have to let my dog out.
Oh, my
One
God.
time, my wife thought it would be funny when I let my dog out, because I always tease her like, I'm about to walk outside, I'm butt ass naked, and my wife's just like, and that like freaks my wife out. Like she gets anxiety, she gets mad at me. Don't stop, quit. Okay, and she's like, so one time I guess I just pushed her over the edge.
Yeah.
So I'm letting my dog out. I'm like butt naked, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm going outside. She just kind of like started shaking her head mad, and she started to get like upset. And I'm just kind of like, I didn't see her, so I turned around to let the dog out. And what does she do? She runs out there and pushes my ass outside, close the door, and locks it. And I'm like, I'm in the backyard, butt ass naked. It's like probably about 10 o'clock in the morning. So, people are outside. You hear people cutting their grass. And I'm like, let me back in. My ass is out. So, yeah.
You're lucky one of your neighbors didn't record you and put you on a fucking.
I know. I was like, I better not be on Texas Latino. I know that.
Wild Texas man is outside naked outside his home.
I'm like, I'm about to come out here and do a cartwheel.
Yeah, man, but that's kind of different than what this guy's doing. So, after his neighbor successfully sought a protection order, she began to notice that the side of her garage started smelling like urine. So, it was. She also noted there was clear globs of liquid that she suspected to be semen on the side of the garage.
Oh, so he just putting his hand, just throwing it, huh? Like a fucking crazy monkey that shits in his hand, just throws it.
Yeah, dude. It was actually Vaseline mixed with oil, which Richardson had smeared on the side, on the side of the shed to retaliate against the protection order.
I mean,
So he was trying to make it look like he was like coming on the side of her house.
Yeah, I was trying to say like, okay, how much is it? Let's be honest. Like,
So-
it can't be a lot.
Dude, this dude is petty, bro, and he is mad. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's that globby and that big,
Yeah, it's like,
well, I guess
no, not even.
yes. Well, I mean,
Not even, bro.
you
not
want to go
even.
there?
No,
We-
I don't
we
want to
don't-
go.
we
I'm
don't
just
have to
saying,
go
like,
there.
that's physically impossible.
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. I've seen porns where it's a lot more than I thought would be normal.
Well, everything on porn is not normal.
That's true.
You know?
They probably use fake cum in porns.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I heard that
Actually,
you
they
could take
probably
a-
do.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm
you
sure
could
they
take-
do.
You could take a pill for that.
Oh God. Yeah, I think you're right.
You could take a pill for that.
I actually heard somebody talking about that.
And
like
it's in the
it's
documentaries.
it's a pill that you could take and
And
to
it
make
makes
your
you-
loads bigger.
Yeah, it makes it. I think you produce more than what you should be doing.
Yeah.
So-
I don't see. There's
You learn something new every
a lot of crazy shit out there when it comes to the fucking
Yeah.
porn world and the sex world and
And
all
a guy
that
just
shit.
coming on somebody's side of the house, Vaseline and oil. Never heard of that.
And so this dude, he just told the sentence. He told the author who was writing this article that she just got to me, so I had to retaliate. I had to retaliate to her
By throwing
Like,
semen on the side of her house. That
Yeah.
she
Well,
must
it
have
was
really
like-
pissed you off.
It was a mixture of shit that he did. So I'm like,
But
man,
that was
dude,
the main one.
Yeah, he was pissing on her side too, just trying to stink it up.
I mean,
But that's
obviously
what I'm
that
saying.
guy,
Like
that
this
guy needs
guy,
to drink some water then, because if his piss stinks that bad, I mean, to be honest, like,
Well, see, so also Richardson has suffered from alcoholism and has not been able to work increasingly less at his job as a plumber because of injuries. So he's just been drinking a lot, getting fucked up, and walking around naked.
that's just the guy living his life. Why be mad at him for that?
Yeah.
He's not driving, is he?
No.
Okay, so let the man get fucked up in his home.
Yeah, but then he walks out fucked up naked.
Well, don't look. He's in his line.
Yeah.
No,
man.
Where's
I think
this at
dude,
again?
like this dude, it's gonna be in the UK.
oh, well,
'cause,
see, okay, that's normal over there.
I don't know.
I think that is.
Bro, it's like sometimes you see videos of people that are like hood UK people. You ever
Mhm.
seen them?
Mhm.
And you're like, wow, that's like next level white people there, dude. It's like with the teeth and the curly hair of the chicks, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Well, they're also on the other side of
man?
the world. I mean, they're UK, the other side of the ocean. So
Well, really, yeah, it would be like the other side of the world, man. But it's just crazy, man. The shit that you see out there. Well, like, I don't know. I kind of feel like, what is it, like the RV parks?
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be really common there. Where you
If you
see a
were
bunch
that-
of
if-
naked ass fucking rednecks.
well, like I said, I went to this colony, and okay, so you want to know what the name of this colony was? It's out there in a secret place. If you ever been to Decatur, Texas, it's out there in Decatur, Texas.
yeah.
The actual park or whatever they call it in the community, it's called Wildwood.
Yeah, you got to see some wildwood for sure. You know what, bro? It's funny because I just remember that. I just remember, like, this is like 10 years ago. We're sitting in the route room, and you're like, oh, I get to go to a nudist colony. And we were like, oh, really? I didn't even know that was a thing around here.
I
You
didn't
were
either.
like, I didn't either. And then you ended up going, and you're like, bro, it's not.
It's not what you think.
It's not what you think.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? Oh, that's fucked up.
Like I said, I mean, I've like you see like a young couple, and you're like, oh, okay. And then the house that I went to, it was just two old people. I'm just kind of like, oh, yeah, I should have never took this call. That's when I had to keep it. I had to make a decision. Like, bro, you're straight. Keep your eyes up. He just answers his door. You know what I'm saying? Just shit hit the floor, and I was just telling like, all right, be professional. Look him in his eye. Yes, sir. No, I cannot bend down to get you anything.
If somebody's a nudist and they come to your house, you're breaking out the plastic, right?
Yeah.
Because you're like, you can't just sit on my shit like that, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're in their home, so you have to.
No, I'm saying if they're coming to your
Oh,
house,
no, if they
as
come to my
nudists,
house, you
like,
better keep your clothes.
I'm bringing out plastic for your ass to sit on because you can't be sitting butt ass naked on couches like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're
Just straight up putting your butthole on my fucking couch.
Whoa, what kind of party you think this is, kid?
What part of town do you think you came to, man?
Yeah,
What
right?
the fuck?
I mean, if you were going to be petty like that to anybody, what would be your pettiness level?
What do you mean,
Like this guy's peeing, he's fucking.
Oh, like if
semen all
I'm
over
doing
the
some
side.
shit and
Yeah.
like she's trying to shit on my parade.
Yeah. Well, what was one of the pettiest things that you would do?
Ooh, I don't know, man. Because I mean, it would just depend on the situation. If I was a nudist and I wanted to just
Let's
come
put
out-
yourself in that guy's shoes, and she started doing all that to you. What would be your pettiest thing? What would you done?
I don't know. Maybe like gotten like a bunch of like orange looking liquid and like try to throw it all over her shit to make it look like it was urine all over her house, all over the place, piss spots.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe they just mean.
I kind of feel like you got something better.
I'd probably go to jail. I'll probably go to jail because I would do something like that. If she was really bothered by what I would do, okay, what I'm gonna do is wait till she's eaten, right? Then I'll be considered trespassing because I would go over to like her window or whatnot, knock on the window, and then when she opens the window, just like put my bare ass and my balls and everything up against the wall. So she just sees like a dark tunnel when she opens the windows. That'd be my pettiest thing that I would have done.
Yeah, dude, you'd be going to jail.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would go to jail. But you know what? Good thing that I'm not him. And I
So
have
you
more
know,
sense
like
than
the
that.
last thing that they said, I think they were like, quite frankly, we in the community do not want to see him naked. So Magistrate Hunter fined Richardson more than $1,000 and ordered him to complete 100 hours of community service, and he was placed on a good behavior order for 2 years. So that's probation in the UK, I'm assuming, where this happened. So this dude,
What if he did community services in the nude?
he has to do 100 hours.
In the nude?
No, he doesn't. I highly doubt that they're gonna make him do anything naked, man. I can't see this guy being like really toned and buff. You know what I'm picturing? Like a really fat dude, like a really flat ass. You know,
They like the penguin.
yeah, dude. Or you're just like, ugh, god damn.
It's like
Put some clothes on, homie.
his ass went to his
Shit.
stomach.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, dude. It's like where the ass just kind of blends in with the back. It's just a whole back. There's no ass. It's just
It
the
goes
back.
straight from his feet to his back. That's all it does.
There's just a line. There's a line in between, man.
Yeah, yeah.
This guy's pettiness is through the roof, though. So, well, it is what it is, man. Some people are fucking psychos, bro. This guy's an alcoholic. He's crazy.
Speaking of alcoholics, you can go to tacoswithbeer.com and order some mugs.
Yeah,
we do have some merch.
Some merch.
Yeah.
And we're going to be adding shirts and sweaters soon, too. That's coming
2021 is going to be
soon.
a good year for us.
And thanks for stopping by, but please go to the YouTube and subscribe if you haven't already.
YouTube, go to Tacos with Beer. Tacos with Beer, not tacos and beer. Tacos with Beer. If you can't find it, hit it in the search bar. And
just put
subscribe.
it in the search bar, man. It's the first thing that comes up, actually.
Yeah, subscribe.
Now it's the first thing that comes up. Wow.
Subscribe, comment, or like, however they say it. I don't need to get that saying down.
Yeah, I know. And since it's the new year, we're going to do a giveaway soon. So we got to get that going, too. So we'll be doing something with that.
So make sure you check us out, tacoswithbeer.com. You can catch up on all the latest episodes because we are back. I know we said that last time. But we back now.
We're back now, man.
Yeah. So you can stream us on all digital streams, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. So make sure you tune in, guys, because we miss you guys, and this is very fun. And I had a good episode. Did you have a good episode?
Yeah, man. It feels good to be back.
It feels good to be back.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year's. Welcome to 2021. And remember, guys, always, always keep those tacos hot and spicy.
And those beers coming. We're out.
Hey, will you guys let me know if this ever airs?
I hate goodbyes.
Get the hell out of here.
Bye, Felicia.
Think I'll go home